Hello Frugal fans, once again this is the Frugal Gamer and I'm reviewing my stash to save you cash, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Superior Foes of Spider-Man issue number 4. The Superior Foes of Spider-Man issue number 4 can be purchased as a back issue, or digitally, or through trade paperback. But before you do that, let's check out the issue to see if you should purchase it. Issue 4 starts out in the basement, also known as the secret lair of the Sinister Six, of course, without 6 members, and now without Boomerang, since last issue, in issue 3, they kicked him out of the gang. But if you recall, don't forget, Fred intended to get even by telling Mach 7 about the gang and what their plans were and their location. So things appear great in this issue, and the new Beetle is currently the leader. While the team is discussing their plans, the wall all of a sudden breaks, and the villains are confronted by none other than Power Man and Iron Fist. The fight commences, of course, and Luke Cage makes quick work of Overdrive. Speed Demon intends to take out Luke Cage, but with no effect. And the Shocker, though, delivers several good hits on Luke Cage, as Iron Fist you see in the background taking out the Beetle. Luke Cage does not stay down long, because Luke Cage is one tough customer, and he takes out the Shocker. And the fight continues until Iron Fist and Luke Cage appear victorious. Now next, the story takes us to the prison scene, where Boomerang is speaking to the Chameleon. The Chameleon is not happy with the current events and the progress of his plan, but Boomerang tells him that it's all part of his plan and it'll work out soon. So as you clearly see, they've got a setup here going between Chameleon and Boomerang, and the progress is not going as well. I mean, considering especially Boomerang just took out his old team that was supposed to be doing the job for him. Now in the next scene, we are then taken to a bar with Freddy, where we find there's a new bartender, and she knows his past baseball history a little bit as well. Fred is definitely into the bartender, and as they talk, they seem to have an interesting, odd hate, but yet almost like each other relationship. In the next scene, we have the Sinister Six then, we cut to them, and, well, there's only 4, which have Overdrive, Beetle, Shocker, and Speed Demon, and they're all been, trapped in the police van because they've been captured because of the fight that they lost with Power Man and Iron Fist. Now the villains were complaining as usual when the Shocker tells them that maybe they should not have turned on Boomerang. And just after that, he says that, Boomerang blows the doors open of the van and frees them. Boomerang tells the group that he is moving up the timetable on their plan, and they're going to be doing it the next day. So as you see, he rushes in, saves the day, and takes charge again. Even though he was the one, if you look at it, that set him up to be arrested in the first place. But of course, they don't know that. The Shocker then requests to talk to Boomerang in private and tells him that he knows about his situation with the Chameleon. And Boomerang, of course, lies to the Shocker by telling that he hired the Chameleon to pretend to be the Punisher in order to impress the group. And he asked the Chameleon to keep it a secret because he felt inadequate, and trying to play on the nice and kind side of the Shocker. Now, next, Fred Myers heads back to the bar in order to ask out the new female bartender. As we said, they picked up there's a little heat there. And she agrees to go to a ball game with him. And he decides he's going to be honest with this group then, as he pushes, that's what the mentality he's going through. I'm going to better be honest with the group. As you see him pushing a car off into the lake, of course with the Shocker locked in the trunk. Because once again, he played off the Shocker's concern and help and took him as a fool. Well, so, if you look at it, I guess he really doesn't plan on being too honest with the group, and that's where the issue ends. So now let's look at some pros. One, Luke Cage and Iron Fist stop in this issue for a fight. And if you're like me, I'm a huge fan of Luke Cage and Iron Fist, so this was just awesome. There's some funny moments in this book as Fred thinks about being honest, and it really sounds like he's being serious about that. And then you see he's planning to kill the Shocker as he pushes him over into the water in the trunk of a car. And there's possibly more to this woman at the bar than there appears. As I read it, it just makes me wonder, is she really telling the truth? What happened to the former bartender? Did he really retire? I don't know. There's just something about this, but it's still great, and she seems like quite a fiery character. And so that is the pros of this book. Now let's look at the cons, and I'm going to be honest, this is a very short list. The only con I have is this book ends. This is an absolutely wonderful book, which then takes me to my score. For the grade of this book, I give it an A+, a definite buy. Thank you again. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see more reviews from us, check us out at thehenchmanslounge.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at Captain Frugal.